exciting episode of SS-OFFICER-88's Minecraft World. Right now I'm just throwing into world options here. I was going to reset my nether and also to show that, I don't allow any friends, invite only just for the heck of it. There is no host privileges or anything like that. This is strictly an legit world. And I'm going to do it with peaceful at the present moment because I just don't feel like dealing with all the mobs at the present moment here. Let's jump in. Yes, I'm going to reset nether. It's a shame because I really have a really nice setup in that nether. But I did manage to find another fortress, but it's just way out in the map. I mean, it's awful. I had to go to another map. So let's see what transpires with this. Come on, come on. There we go. Okay, we're loaded in here. This is right now in my bedroom. Oops, excuse me. This is what happens when you drink too much Big Blue. You tend to belch a little bit. Of course, I believe we've seen all this before here, but just little extras. I managed to find those, I think I showed you in the last video, those large structures out in the distance. And I stole all the bookcases out of all those large structures, those large mansion-like structures. Oh, I got some stuff in the furnaces. What do I got? Another brick, another brick, another brick. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, just for that. Oh yeah, I found those in there in that fortress too. I figured they look kind of cool. Let's see what we got here. I adjusted the chest here for a little bit different things, like for instance moss stone brick I put in here, and of course dirt, which I'm still presently using at the moment. And we also took one of the houses and we experimented with the house. We took everything out of it that we could get. So I got all this different kind of wool. Trickstar decided to give me a bunch of snow for some weird not reason. I can't figure out why. And this chest here is set up for nether items. So the block quartz, soul sand, and the red nether brick, which looks kind of cool. That's what I got set up in here, which really looks nicer. My food chest is kind of skimpy at the moment because everybody's been taking my food. And this is just my odd and end box here. Now if we go in here, a box strictly for andesite. And this one here for polished granite. And of course, dorite or diorite, however you pronounce it, either which way. And of course, I made use of some of that wool I got as well for all different kind of colors of beds. And of course, over here is stone brick, because that's all I ever build with. Cobblestones, to me, just poor people use. I just don't like cobblestone that well. It's good for stairs and maybe walkways, but that's about it. Got some of this terracotta, which used to be hardened clay, and now they changed it to something else, and I blackened some as well. I also managed to get this last night, Totem of Undying. I'm planning on using that first chance I get. That was fairly fun to get there. And of course, bricks. And in here is mostly my wood. So I put my oaks all the way across, and then I'll take my spruce planks, dark oak, and then of course birch. And if I can find jungle wood, I will be pleased. And the acacia wood is kind of growing out there. I just haven't done anything with it yet. Okay. I was going to show you all one of my houses that I just built, matter of fact, last night. And what we'll do is we'll go over there real quick. It's a fairly easy structure to build. You see, stairs, makes great stairs. And go down the hallway here. Okay. I actually played a joke on someone, besides this right here. These look like snowflakes, and Blizz kind of acts like a snowflake sometimes, so I gave that to him. I made this structure here with my Silk Touch diamond shovel by just getting a bunch of red mushroom, made a house, and I put 3 dynamites in the doorway under the pressure plate. And Cupquake jumped into it. The first thing she said, "Officer, officer, I can't believe it. I think there was a creeper in the house and it just blew up everything. It even killed me. Oh, you poor thing. I'll see if I can come down and get you some more stuff. And of course, I never did. As you can tell, this is Blizz's house over here, of course. He did a pretty decent job making it. It's just kind of basic. And of course, he's put the accent lighting up inside there and did a really nice job with the lighting. I put the bookcases in there on all the corners to kind of give it a nice look. It almost looks like there's lights emanating from the top of it, but it's actually not. And of course, he has his double bed, which I don't know why. He lives by himself. And of course, his little walkway that takes you out here. But that's not where we're going here. Blizz did a pretty decent job with it, but it's just kind of basic. I mean, me, I like fairly big places. It just means I have more room. But with this place over here, this is the place that I built last night. It took me about maybe a half an hour to build. And with the walkway, I still got some more work to do with the walkway, though. I was going to put like an overhead over it just in case. But this area here was just some spare land that I had that just wasn't really being used for much of anything. And there's no upstairs or downstairs. It's just one single floor. I forgot to put stairs here. I'll have to do that later. And of course, I put overhangs here on each side, so that way if someone wanted to, say, set some chairs and stuff like that out, they can. And fairly tall windows inside as well to get as much lighting. And of course, I did the red glass to kind of match my place over there. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with this place just yet. But it's just a basic, simple house that, well, it's not technically entirely simple, but it is a basic house. I mean, you have all the room that you need to put everything in. And if you wanted to, you could probably go through the floor here and put yourself a ladder going down and make a basement. But I didn't do that as of yet. I probably will. I'm thinking about putting a window maybe right up there just for the heck of it. Actually, I think I might do that. And then grab some red stained glass. Okay, and then put that back inside there. Put that back inside there as well. Let's see what that looks like. It probably looks a little bit better, at least, I'm assuming. Yeah, I think it does. It looks a lot better. It just seemed like it was missing something. And probably some torches to go inside here as well, to keep those nasty little mobs from going inside here. I should have done this earlier, but just didn't think about it at the time. But as you can see, you got plenty of room to put yourself a nice little bed over here. You could probably go over here if you wanted to and set yourself up a bookcase for enchantments. You could probably put a potion stand over here and a couple of cauldrons if you wanted to. There's plenty of room for all that just inside here. I mean, the house really wasn't all that hard to build. I believe it was 6 blocks up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6 blocks up all the way around. Fairly simple. And of course, I put that outer edge up there as well. And if we get a top view of it, let's see. Now, there we go. Now I can do a top view. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just in case 7. As you can tell on the top, simple construction. If you wanted to, you could probably put a ladder going up and have yourself a nice little overlook. Even add a little roof to this part as well if you wanted to. It wouldn't be really too hard to do. The best part is that it would actually look kind of nice being up here as well. That way you can have a nice little overlook as well. Alright, let's get out of this area here. There we go. Didn't put any furnaces in there. I probably should have done that. Alright. something I didn't realize either, which was quite surprising, because I was actually going through the crafting table to find how to make dynamite, because I wanted more just in case anybody decided to troll me. I can troll them right back. There. I always like putting a light on that. So if you go into here and go over one more, and then looky there, concrete. Colored concrete. Must have been from the new update. I didn't even realize it. So it requires sand and gravel, and of course the color of your choice to work with. So I'll be making some concrete in the next episode to utilize for my personal self, and then marking my traditional SS somewhere. And if we go over to here, you'll see that there is, I mean, literally tons of this sugar cane that Nate and Trickster is doing along on the side theirs, because they've been doing a lot of trading with the villagers. They ended up getting one of those villager maps, so that way they can go in search of things. Let's check out Nate's house here. I helped him with a little bit extra here and put the little stairs around the edges, kind of keep the mobs away from really coming up to it, except if they come over here. Okay, so if we go into here, he's got himself a nice little house here. Oh, did he do a new addition? He sure did. He put a basement in. Oh, that's what he wanted the bookshelves for. Let's put those eggs up. I don't know why he has the chickens in here, but for some reason it kind of concerns me and scares me at the same time. I'm just hoping he doesn't turn into that South Park chicken lover person. Let's see. He's also got his cake over here and his oh, there's his furnaces. I'll just give him that. And let's put up his eggs. I have no use for his eggs. But he's got a nice large space here. Why he has two doors, I have no idea. Better with maybe two doors side by side, but who knows. Alright, onward over here. Of course, you remember Blizz that I was talking about before. Or, as I used to call him a long time ago, Blitzkrieg. And we go over here, and he's made himself a nice little mob-proofed area. He should have turned it into a complete greenhouse and just had all glass on top, but he didn't. And he's got himself a nice little area here with all this food planted and ready to be harvested. Never done anything with it. And of course he has a little unlimited water source outside as well. Well, not really unlimited. If we go over here, we'll see a bridge going over to that mountain over there. That's Trickstar's house. That I just call Trickster regardless because it just sounds better. And went fishing the other day and found a enchantment book of Depth Strider 3. I couldn't pass it up. I had to put it to good use. My kind of back door to my house. That takes me straight up to my bedroom. Ooh, that's right. I did reset the nether. I'm almost kind of scared to check this out. So loud. Okay, is there a possibility to find another fortress? I don't know. Oh, crud. That's not good. No, it is not. I need to fix that. Okay. You know, it's one of the things that always tends to happen as soon as you hop in the nether. Lava tends to pour almost everywhere. Alright. Okay. And there we go. That's not as dangerous. There. That's a little bit better. Okay. Well, the way it looks, I don't think I'm going to find another fortress anytime soon. But I did manage to get some blaze rods earlier, so I should be okay. Let's see if we can jump up here and get a good look at our view here and see if we can find. Ooh, what is that? Is that another fortress? That is another fortress. So much better. I am glad I did this now. Of course, not that I should be doing it this way, but looks like I just did regardless. Okay, so we do have access to the nether fortress. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll put a torch here and go over here, which I believe is where I came up at, and we'll put a torch here, put a torch there, and a torch there. That way I know exactly where it's at. Now, a lot of people, when they jump into the nether, they always have that issue where the ghasts are shooting the living tar out of them. I mean, literally killing them every time. Blizz got killed probably 8 times jumping into my nether. So what I'm going to do is what I did the last time I did before I reset it. I actually built a large stone brick structure all around this. And that could be accomplished probably about 10-15 minutes, but it depends on what you guys think. Is if anybody decides to... Oh, that is so loud. That is just so loud. I don't even know why they made it that loud for. Alright. Now, surprisingly, let's see, about probably right here on up is all dirt that I've added. And I'm not talking about, you know, just like that dirt bridge. I'm talking about from ground down there up to here. I've done all this, and it's been a trying effort, I'll tell you that much. It's been really, really fun getting all this done. And I'm just, you know, leveling out everything as much as I can, getting as much dirt as I can, just so that way I can take it all the way across to there, and then probably vice versa over there as well. But I'll tell you, I've died a few times doing that too. Now let's go over here, and then we'll go over to Trickstar's place that he's still working on, and go up the steps. Hopefully I don't fall off and lose everything like I have done in the past. And for some reason he wanted to be in the snow, and I told him, I said, you're a fool if you do it, but he decided to do it anyway. Now let's see what we got here. Well, he's got a nice looking place here so far. He still needs to do some more work to it, but I believe this is not looking too hot. Oh, I see. Chest room. And then this is probably his house. Okay, I see what he's done now. Oh, look at that garden. Never seen one like it. Okay. Go over here. What was that on the side there? Ooh, cobblestone stairs. That's what they're only thing they're good for. Oh, now why do you suppose that's there? I am gonna check. Okay. Looks. He's got his bed. He's got his chest. Okay, well that's interesting. Trickstar is doing a pretty good job with this house. I actually like that house. He just needs some doors. Don't want a creeper hopping in on you while you're sleeping in bed. Boom! Don't need that. You tell him, sheep. Alright, now if you go over to here, you can get a good outlook of the house that I got over there, out to the distance. Actually, looks fairly big. For some reason, I've made the stacks one small, one medium, one high. I was actually going to do a massive one in the center, but I just never got to it. I don't know if I still am or not. And I managed to, let's see, map 1. I opened up this one, which does have some sand biomes, really nice like. And if you look at that little gray area that's on the map there towards the middle, that was one of those houses that you would, where I got all the library books at and everything. I burned a living, actually Demon Charger burned a living tar out of that place. I asked him to. There's another one there where my icon is on it, the little cross. That's one I purposely burned just for the heck of it, to see if there's any hidden areas in them. That's where I think I killed the Vexen, or Vindicator, or whatever his name is. And of course, the bottom left, you'll see the big brown structure as well. There's also another one right there, which is over that way. Matter of fact, I think you might be able to see it. No, that's just trees, but it's over that way. And put that up there. And map 12. This is another one which is off to that way. And I open that up, and there's another one of those houses down at the bottom left-hand corner, and one up at the top right. They have a lot of those houses. I'm very surprised with that. And then this one, very interesting. This one is the that Trickster traded for, Ocean Explorer map number 15. And it shows you where the underwater fortress is. All you got to do is follow the map to the best of your ability to where you find it to the right location, and then you go underwater. Now, of course, as you can tell, there's just little tiny islands in there, and then that's all that is on that map, is just those small islands. And then you also have that nice little underwater structure that would be fantastic for sponges. And I'll tell you what, sponges come in handy, especially if you want to make your own underwater house. He should have done a little bit more job with this. It just doesn't seem right to me. Oh well. It's not my house, it's his house. I don't have to live in it. But he needs to do more work to it regardless. Ow. And we go down here, and I hear a mutt out there trying to kill a sheep. Okay, if we go over here, this is just another area that I built just so that way I could go over here. And I'm debating on leveling this mountain up here to where it's level with this ground right here. That's going to take some serious time and effort. But when I do, I'll have a nice level area, playing field, to where if I wanted to, say, build another house or a large structure, I could do so. Might even put it up as a minecart rail and have it go all the way across to each land mass, and see what we could do with. Because we're actually thinking about running minecart rails to the next village. There's, I mean, we got the village right over the area there. We have another village over that way, and then there's a village over that way in the map, which is top right-hand corner, where the little brown, which looks like a question mark, that's a village. And it's really hard to tell, but just above the frozen caps there, a little bit to the right, you'll see a little tiny brown dot. There is only 2 village houses there, and those village houses happen to have a couple of villagers, and they're actually 2 clerics, which is one of the things I like having, the clerics. Of course, I managed to keep the farms just because they always come in handy. There was another one down here under this house, but it wasn't really growing anything, so I just got rid of it. Now that area there that the mushroom house was on was a small hill, about the size of that one over there, and I just leveled it down to the ground there. It was all stone, but I just moved it all and put grass and dirt down on it instead. So, I mean, we've done a lot of work to this world within the past 2 weeks, and it's came along pretty nicely. But, of course, you know, I did say something about building a house that was fairly simple. And since, I got my sunflowers out here, that's nice. They always point to the north, I believe, don't they? No? Pointing to the east. Or west, I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to build up that structure in the nether. And then I'm going to need some iron bars, because you don't want to put in windows inside there. You want to put iron bars in, because glass can tend to break fairly easily, as bars have a little bit harder time to break. I thought I put iron bars down there. That's weird. Alright. Gotta go find my iron bars. I don't know what happened to them now. So this is what happens when you don't come prepared. Crap. Didn't mean to do that. All right. What did I do with those iron? You know what? I think I know where they're at. They're upstairs. You know what? Just for the heck of it, let's come up here for a second. Got that going with 7 blaze powder. I already made some potions already. That helped out a lot. I do have... You know what? I'll do that later. Alright, let's see if we can go find those iron bars and get this done. Should be upstairs in the bedroom. Okay, let's check the bed box here. No iron bars. Guess I'll have to do some iron bars. As you can tell, 15 dynamite, plenty of gold, plenty of iron. Redstone is fairly easy to get, and of course fire resistance 8, which is quite nice. 19 diamonds. I had a lot more, but I decided to make an diamond armor just for the heck of it. 2 eyes of ender. Now I just got to get some obsidian, and I'll be ready to rock on that and have an actual ender's chest instead of hiding a chest. Makes it a lot easier. Gas tears were fairly simple. As long as you got a bow and an arrow, you can kill a gas with 1 arrow. Alright, get a little rest in real quick so that way we can jump out there. And up. Alright. Okay, over here. Alright. Just drop off the iron in there. Okay. Yeah, you can't really see the chest up there, but it does look pretty cool like that. Okay, let's get down here. Let's just... We're on peaceful, so you're not going to kill yourself. Okay, this is going to get loud. Alright. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to keep on doing this way until we get to a certain spot. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that's 4 all the way across. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's right, 3. So, what we're going to do here now... I like it better that way. So, what we're going to do here now is we're going to go with a devised plan here. How shall we do this? Shall we go long or shall we go short? And do it that way. I think we'll do this one short. And of course, it always helps too to have it planned out in your head, because if you don't have it planned out in your head, you're kind of literally screwing yourself in the process. Oh. Now see, there's a couple of ways you can always do this. It just depends on your preferences. Me, I like to do it as I go along. Some people have, you know, certain ways they want to do it, or, you know, make things a little bit more difficult. Sometimes people like to do it easy. Everybody has their own special, unique way, and that's what makes Minecraft so unique, because it's for the creative minds. I don't know if mine's actually fully creative or not, or if it's just, you know, an old man trying to figure out how to stay young. But you just never know what you can build until you try it. It's funny, actually, I got my, from one of my previous videos, my stepfather Minecraft. And so that way he could not only play it, but also play it with the grandkids when they came over. I could tell just by looking at his face, he was mad at me. I made some videos for him so he can figure out how to play. I mean, when he told me that he was trying to kill a zombie with hitting him with flowers, I was like, okay. I said, how do you make a crafting table? And he said he didn't know. And you know, if it's a noob, you know, you kind of expect that. But if it's someone that just pops in your game and who's been playing it for a while and say, hey guys, I forgot how to make a crafting table. Can you show me how? That's when it becomes funny. I believe it was, let's see, who was that did that? Oh yeah, it was Eat More Pickles. He played on some of my Minecraft worlds before in the past. He always seems to forget stuff. I used to troll him a lot. It was fairly simple. I mean, he's not the brightest person in the tool shed, but I'll tell you what, or tool in the shed, but he is pretty funny. Okay. Same thing with his little buddy Grimjow. But you know, hey, you know, some people are just that way. All right, we'll just continue up here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to extend this a little bit further. We got plenty of stone brick. Old SS is paying for the stone brick, so it doesn't bother me one bit. Oops. Ooh. I'm up pretty high there. 2, 3, 4. Yep, we're just gonna do this as much as we can. We're not gonna get hurt here doing this. Just sounds like I'm breaking an ankle, but you know, I ain't gonna worry about it. We're gotta get this done here, so that way next time I kick it into the next game, I don't have to worry about getting shot the living tar out of myself for those doggone ghasts. Feeling I'm going to need to go that way too. Okay, so we go over here and 2, 3, 4. Makes it so much easier when you count sometimes, especially when you get as old as me. I mean, I almost have to say that I guess I'm pretty old because last week at this exact same time I was in the hospital. I had a heart attack as I was driving to the hospital. It was kind of weird. I mean, because when most people have heart attacks, they always have different stories, you know, different ways, what's transpired with them. Mine was like I was invincible in a way. I mean, my chest was burning like fire. I was grabbing my chest as I drove myself to the hospital. I mean, it was like when you get that full adrenaline rush and you just can't stop. I'm surprised I didn't have a wreck, but I kind of sped through pretty quickly. I mean, it was like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. You know, no one really noticed me that much. I mean, a lot of people out here in Indiana speed like crazy anyway. And it wasn't too bad, I suppose. I gotta say, without a doubt, I really enjoyed the doctors over there at Baptist East Hospital. They did a fantastic job. They really did. Past few times in the past, you know, I mean, with other people that I've known, they really didn't take very good care of them, but they did a pretty good job with me. I was very surprised. Okay. We'll just have this doorway here. What we'll do is we got to make a floor because we don't want to be stepping on this. We want a floor in here, and we want it to be a nice, strong, sturdy floor. I would put wood in here, but my luck, it would probably catch fire somehow. Okay. Building a house is just always by preference. It's just whatever you personally want, how you want your design to be, and most importantly, it's your creative world. Kind of like how that old painter Bob Ross used to do all the time. There's never a mistake in your paintings. It's always your way. Here we go. There we go. And it's true. because you never know what you're going to end up making. It might seem like a mistake to you, but after you get more of a chance to look at it, you're going to say, you know what, actually I like it. And with me, there are people, there are other people that I've played with. I mean, there was a guy that I played with on Minecraft on the PS3 that was an actual designer who actually built houses. And some of his work was unreal. He retired from it. And he was like 63, 64 years old playing Minecraft. And I thought I was old. Heck, I'm 44. August, I'm going to turn 45. I'll probably quit smoking then, because that'll mark an actual even 20 years of me smoking cigarettes. I probably need to quit anyway, because I already had a heart attack and all. Okay, so here's what we're going to do now. We're going to put in some bar windows. So we're going to probably go right here and finish these up. That way we can look outside and they can't do anything. At least they're not supposed to, but I haven't heard of anything so far yet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this way. There we go. I believe it was 3 on that side as well. 1, 2, 3. Alright. As you can tell, look there, that looks really nice. Alright, now we're going to do this one here, this one here. Not going to really worry about the quartz at the present moment, because I really don't need them that much at the moment. And 2, 3. This one here I'm going to do a little bit different. I actually had the walls closed in, but this time I'm going to actually leave them open. This so that way we have the opening that we need. And we're also going to put plenty of lighting in here, because we don't need no zombie pigmen finding their way in somehow. Okay. There we go. Well lit. Seems to be okay. We also got this doorway here. Now the one thing we're going to need is, besides iron bars of course, is we're also going to need a door. Now I like to utilize the door of an iron door. Oops. And just put a button on the outside, which is be about really the easiest way of doing it. You just got to make sure that they don't destroy, the gas don't destroy your button on the door. And usually the easiest way to do that is to, whoa, I heard that. That was weird. You take you just love it when that happens. Okay, that's right. That's right. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. You just build this all the way across, so that way the gas fireball does not make it to the doorway. Okay. I mean, it might make it to this way, but it's not going to make it to the doorway. So that way this is blocked and protected, and you don't have to worry about anything like that happening. Okay. And just for extra added protection, we're going to put this in right here. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I've actually played with a lot of stupid people in the past. I mean, people that were dumber than a box of rocks, but you know what? You don't judge them. You just don't judge them, because it's just better to let loose, let go, and not even care, not even worry about it. I mean, I mean, Pickles had some issues, but you know, I liked him. I mean, he was a nice guy and all. I mean, he might have been dumber than a box of rocks, but he was still a nice guy. I didn't really mess with him that much. Um, there was also, let's see, of course, that Grimjow character. He wasn't definitely very smart, but then again, he had some issues as well. You know what? I messed up on that, didn't I? I sure did. Did I really? No? I just messed up on the length, that's all. Normal. Oh well, I'll just put torch right there instead. Anyway, this way here, the button will be protected once you put the button right there, and then you put your door right there. And then once you do that, you have all this nice open space where you can set trunks in here if you want. You can also set furnaces in here. Cook up all the netherrack to make nether brick. You can do a lot. And if you wanted to, grab some of that soul sand and set it over here and have yourself a nice little soul sand farm. Put all your nether wart on, because for some reason nether warts grow pretty decent in the nether. A lot better than it would in the real world. Okay, with that said in mind, we got all that done, and all we got to do now is get a door and a pressure plate for inside here, over there, and then also at the same time a button for out there. Here we go. Alright, so after that annoying noise is done, okay, I'm going to put the iron bars in there, that way I won't lose them. And, no. Put that there. Another rack I'll put right there for the moment. I don't feel like messing with it at the moment. Let's see, was there a door over here? There's a wooden door. Iron door already made. Fantastic. Okay. You know what? Let's make some chests. There we go. Do we need a... Yes, we do. We're going to also need a crafting table as well. Okay, is there anything else we can think of? Do we have... No. No, I don't. Okay. Oh, take that with me. Oof. Alright, let's get back down here. Oops. Oh well. And jump back in this noisy area. Works out perfect there. Now we're going to need our chests here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can just put your furnaces right there. Let's see, and for the crafting table, I think I will put right over here. And of course, I'll just put some stone bricks in here just in case if someone wants to do an add-on. And as usual, crouch down, torch. Looks so much better on the crafting table. There you go. You got yourself a makeshift house in the nether. Just whatever you do, do not put a bed in it, because you already know, as always, you cannot sleep in the nether. Of course, if you wanted to troll someone, you can tell them to do that and say, hey, just go ahead and put a bed out there. You'll get a better sleep and the days will go faster. I don't know how many little kids we trolled doing that. It was so funny. Pickles, I swear, I trolled him on that so many times. A little crooked, but you know what? It still works. Who cares? Doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, you can always do it in your own special way. Okay, well, this already said and done. You can pretty much do whatever you want to on that. If you wanted to add an extra area on top, you can, but this is just to solely protect you in case gas come at you or after you. So you're protected in here. They can't get through this at all whatsoever. Stone brick is well protected, just like cobblestone is, but it's too cheap. And also the iron bars help tremendously as well. And even if by some miracle they tend to break this button right here, which they won't inside this area here, you could still get in the door just by doing that. And then once you do that, you get inside, put the door back up, and then you're okay. Then if need be, go back in your portal, get yourself some more wood, one plank of wood to make a button. I would say to use a pressure plate out there or something else, or a lever, but then you have the option of something coming inside. With a button, you don't have that option. And villagers are too stupid to use the button, so you don't have to worry about that either. Okay, with this already done here, we're going to go back in here and deal with the noise. Oh, that's loud. Okay, now I'm debating on what to do in this area here, this nice long corridor that actually leads out to the back of the mountain. Anybody have any thoughts or any things you could think of that I should do with it? Please give me an idea. I just can't think of anything at the present moment. But it never hurts to have extra ideas because you never know what you can do. I'd even think about adding something over here in this area as well, because I do have the door down here that comes from the house. Maybe a storage space or something, you know, just never know. So ideas for them, let me know. I mean, the video's also being posted to my Facebook as well, so that way all my little Facebook wannabes, friends, families, stuff like that can get on there and say, oh, it's a cool video, I really like it. But you never know if they're really telling the truth or if they're just lying to you. They have to literally tell you that, hey man, I really liked your video. I really do, you know. Or, man, you suck. You know what? I probably do. I'm not the best person in the world, but you know what? Not too many other people I know in Minecraft can build structures like I got. I mean, they're not the best like some of the ones you see on Minecraft everywhere else, but I think I do pretty decent. Other than that, any questions or comments, feel free to leave a message. I'll be more than happy to help you out with them as much as you possibly want or can. And if you feel the need to subscribe to the videos, you're more than welcome to. I mean, I lately haven't really been posting much videos, kind of taking a relaxation after the hospital, but I got kind of bored this morning, and at the same time too, I probably drank way too much coffee, which is probably why my blood pressure spiked up fairly high at the moment. But I hopefully shortly will be laying down to get some rest, because I really need to, because I already took my nighttime medicine. And if you all have any questions or anything, you know, leave a comment. Watch the video, tell me if you like it. You know, normal song and jazz and everything, no big deal. Other than that, I'm going to hop off here and wish everybody a very nice day. And hopefully talk to you in the next couple of days. Let's see if I can get this thing stopped here so I don't screw something else up here. There we go. I shall catch you guys later.